Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a standard OU match. This one is against Zam Man. It's a Clear Skies match, but it doesn't really matter because there's no weather, but that's why. So anyways, I'm going to lead with my Heatran because he has Stealth Rocks, and I'm hoping he doesn't lead with his Rotom Wash. I probably should have expected him to lead with it and maybe pick, I don't know, probably Latios or something, or maybe Conkeldurr, I don't know, but I picked Heatran, and of course he's going to lead with his Rotom Wash, obviously, and I'm going to kind of have to pay for that, so I'm going to expect him to want to go for the Hydro Pump first turn. I could stay in, but I'm pretty sure even a Scarfed Hydro Pump will kill me, despite me having max HP, but no special defensive investment. So I'm going to switch to my Vaporeon, thinking he'll just want to go for the Hydro Pump, but he's actually going to Volt Switch. Now I can take those because I am max special defense, max HP, and he's only Scarfed. The unfortunate part is you're going to get a freaking crit, and because he has a Raikou also, I'm really not feeling like I should save Vaporeon. I mean, if he just had Rotom, yeah, I could switch in on Hydro Pumps and heal up. But because he's got a Raikou also, it's like I can't really touch that. So I'm just going to kind of leave it in, especially since Alakazam is so powerful and nothing really wants to take a hit. I mean, yeah, Latios could, but Shadow Ball will wreck it after anyways. So I'm going to go my Slacking. Thinking he'll probably want to run away from a powerful physical attacker like Slacking, and unfortunately he doesn't, so Pursuit doesn't kill, but it turns out that he's Focus Sash because he's going to hit me with a Focus Blast and it's not even going to kill, and if he was Life Orb that would absolutely kill, so it really didn't matter what move I went for there, it would have still not killed him because of Focus Sash, which I don't know, I don't like Focus Sash Alakazam because it's just so annoying. Like, I mean, it's not as powerful as Life Orb Alakazam, but it always gets 2 hits, so it's irritating. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go to my Conkeldurr and I'm gonna go for the Mach Punch and just take him out. I'm glad that killed. If it didn't kill, I'd be in serious trouble. But now that he's Focus Sash and not Life Orb, I guess Latios can take a Shadow Ball fairly well, but anyways, he's going to send in his Rotom. I'm like, I can take a Hydro Pump, but he's going to go for the Trick, which sucks because I should have went into my Latios, and that would have been hilarious because we would have just traded our choice items, and he would have been kind of screwed. Although he can still switch his moves, but it's like, there's not really nothing he can do against it. But Drain Punch is still going to do a huge chunk. He's going to Volt Switch out, and I'm kind of not caring about Conkeldurr. I mean, Registeel will be nice to kill, but you know what, I'll just kind of stay in and Drain Punch as much as I can. I mean, there's no point in switching out and coming back in and trying to lock myself into a Scarf, Mach Punch, or Payback, because neither of those really make sense. Might as well just Drain Punch as much as I can. He's going to switch into his Escavalier and almost get 2-hit KO'd. And thanks to the Scarf, I'm definitely faster, although I'm pretty sure this thing's base speed is 20, so I'm pretty sure I'm faster naturally anyways. He's going to go for the Double Edge. I don't really know why. I guess he's choice banded, but that's gonna do a lot, but it's not a big deal. He's gonna send in his Raikou, and I really don't want anyone to take a Thunderbolt, and I figure again Conkeldurr's kind of dead. Yeah, it would be nice to save for my his Registeel, but I have a Heatran, so it's really not that big of an issue either. So I'm just gonna leave it in. I'm thinking this thing is Specs because he's got a Scarf Rotom, and it's like, why not? But, yeah, so I'm going to go Heatran, figure I can take a Thunderbolt or two, and just go for the Fire Blast. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss this Rotom again. Or not again, but, another hacks thanks to this Rotom. Crit and miss, so that kind of sucks. I was going to go for the Toxic, to be quite honest, predicting this thing to come in, and that would have been kind of nice, but, I just went for Fire Blast, and it missed and did no damage. I figured it would do a little bit, especially since he's probably not defensive, and it might even get a burn, but no, I just missed instead, and it does no damage. So go to Latios to take the Hydro Pump, and that does actually a pretty good amount. I'm going to predict him to switch to Registeel because obviously he's a Steel type and resists my Dragon Staff. So knowing that, I'm going to go for the Trick and just dump my specs on him. Unfortunately, this thing is especially defensive, I believe, which means I'm really not going to be able to kill it very easily. And neither is Heatran, so that's but yeah, I go for Thunderbolt, and as you can see there, it's like a freaking 8-hit KO or something like that, so I'm like, crap, and he paralyzes me, which is not nice. But that's fine. I'm going to expect him to want to switch out now, probably to his Raikou, thinking that I'm going to Thunderbolt again. But he's actually going to stay in and try to Thunder Wave again to catch whatever I switch in, knowing that I don't do any damage. But because he's locked in on Thunderbolt, I have no reason to really switch. Because it's like, you know, he's not, can't do any damage to me. But I'm going to switch now, thinking he'll want to go out because my special attack is lowered and I won't be able to kill much. With a Draco meter, I really don't want to sit in there all day. He's going to go into his Rotom now, and I go into my Heatran. I get the worst switch. But I'm thinking he's going to overpredict at this point and not want to go with the Hydro Pump because he doesn't want to be locked in. Or not locked in, but he doesn't want to be in here against a Latios with leftovers again. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for the Toxic because I was thinking Raikou or anything else would come in. But Reggie still comes in, and that's not nice. I probably should have just went for the Fire Blast, but yeah, that's okay. Go for it now, and that's going to do quite enough to kill him, to be completely honest. So he dies and goes down, despite me having no special attack investment. So it's kind of weird that that killed him, but it is stab super effective, so it's like, I guess. Switch out from Hitmonlee to my Gengar, predicting him to go for the obvious fighting or ground move. He's actually going to go for the Stone Edge, which is actually pretty nice, but it doesn't kill me. And I'm like, okay, I guess he's Scarfed. But I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I don't need Gengar if he's got a Scarfed Hitmonlee. But he's not Scarfed. And I'm like, okay, is he banded? But that seems low for banded damage. And I guess he's Expert Belt, but that's sort of weird. And I really don't know. So I go to my Latios because I figure he can't really do too much to me. And I believe at this point I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor. No, I go for the Thunderbolt again. Just because I don't want to lower my special attack, killing his Hitmonlee. It does do a nice big chunk to his Rotom, but obviously a Draco Meteor would have been a lot better. Because I would have easily taken him out. And now that his Registeel and his Escavalier are dead, I kind of sort of should have went for it. But again, as I said, I didn't want to be losing special attack if he decided to keep his Hitmonlee in. I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor now, predicting him to switch to, or Volt switch out to his, why do I not remember his name? His, Raikou, there we go. I'm thinking of other things, getting confused a bit. But anyways, goes to his Raikou now. And again, as I said, I was thinking this thing was Choice Specs, but he's actually not. He's, Subcom Mine leftovers. And I'm like, fuck. I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor again because I was expecting him to just want to go for a Specs Shadow Ball. But, yeah, he doesn't have Specs and he doesn't even have Shadow Ball. So I'm going to break his sub, but that's kind of stupid because I can't sit in here all day. One, because I'm just wasting my special attack and he'll eventually get the upper hand on me and live Draco Meteor. And two, because I'm paralyzed and I really don't want to let him just get a free sub up without switching out. So I'm going to switch out now to my Heatran. And I'm going to take a Thunderbolt, which is weird. I don't know why he did that. He could have subbed. Probably would have lived a Draco Meteor, considering I was at -4, but I don't really know. Now, I'm just going to go for the Earth Power just to hopefully do a bunch of damage. But again, as I said, I have no special attack investment. And he is going to do the smart move and go for the Calm Mind, knowing that I only have 2 special attackers left. And yeah, Earth Power is really not going to do that much. I figure he's going to want to Calm Mind again. Because if he does, he'll probably be able to set up a sub and keep it up through an Earth Power. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic. I'm fairly confident he doesn't want to go for the Substitute because I will break it and there's no point. But he's actually going to go for the Thunderbolt. I really don't know why. That kind of confused me. I'm like, okay, but I guess he figures he can KO me. But he is going to get the Paralysis, which is annoying. Didn't really matter the rest of the battle, but again, as I said, it's annoying. Just sort of worried about the Parallax, but it doesn't happen. So, I got the Toxic on him now. I just got to stall him out and waste his HP. Unfortunately, he is Calm Mind, and I don't really have any walls. Although I do have 2 guys with leftovers and each resist one of his moves. So I'm going to switch out to Latios, expecting him to want to go for Thunderbolt again. But he's going to go for the Calm Mind, which is odd. I don't know why he would Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, then Calm Mind. Why not Calm Mind twice, then Thunderbolt? Doesn't really make sense to me. Especially since he's faster than Heatran, like, unless he has no speed investment, but even then he knows he's faster than me because actually I do have max speed, so I don't know, maybe he does. I don't know if he's faster, but it's just weird to me that he would do that. And I'm kind of rambling, I noticed. But anyways, I'm going to switch back to my Heatran. Again, I'm just wasting turns for Toxic. I know he's going to want to rotate between HP Ice and Thunderbolt. And I'm going to try and take them as best as I can with my Pokemon. Here, I'm going to go back to Latios, thinking he's not going to overprotect. Just want to go for the Thunderbolt. And judging on that damage, I'm going to see if it doesn't do enough to 2-hit KO. He's probably going to want to go for the Thunderbolt again, predicting me to once again go back to Heatran. So I'm going to stay in. But I don't know if he predicts my switch or he figures he can 2-hit KO me, because he's going to go for a Thunderbolt right after this. And I'm kind of like, okay, I'll just die, but he's going to die to Toxic, right? And that's sort of the plan. Unfortunately, this Thunderbolt is not going to kill. I'm going to live, I believe, at 12 HP. I'll wait for the 16. There we go. 16 HP, not 12. I'm going to get off the Draco Meter, but again, as I said, he would have died to Toxic anyways. At this point, I thought I killed Hitmonlee and Registeel was left, so I'm like, alright, I got Heatran at a good amount of HP. Unless he has like Seismic Toss, and I get paralyzed, I can win, but he has Hitmonlee and not Registeel, so I'm like, shit, and both my guys are paralyzed. Not that it would matter, he probably has max speed, and I believe Hitmonlee's speed is like 87, so it speeds Heatran anyways, and my Latios is paralyzed, so he can't really do anything. So, yeah, he's just going to Earthquake and kill my Heatran and fake out with normal gem, which is a weird item. I don't know, it's like, it doesn't have Technician, so it's, I don't understand the point of really powering up your fake out, but I don't know. Whatever. So that's the battle. First turn crit was really sort of demoralizing, but I played through, and I guess I made it close. Not having my wall kind of was a bad decision, I guess, and his Alakazam being Focus Sash kind of screwed me over. But other than that, it was a pretty nice match. Nice playing around with some of his moves and stuff. A lot of switching and stuff. So it was a interesting match, I say. I'm not too pissed about it, I guess. Sometimes when you get hacks out of a match, it's like, but this one I was just like, it was alright. So, yep, I'll stop rambling, as I've kind of been doing a whole video, and I'll let you guys do whatever the fuck you want. Peace out.